Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and today I'm coming to you with kind of a hybrid video. I first want to give a correction to a product review that I released yesterday and talk about something that I missed, which is really important, which honestly changes the outcome of the review. And I also want to talk about, in general, just being a good person, a good consumer of firearms content, and also being respectful of other people in the firearms community, because after all, we're all in this together. But let's talk about my correction first. I released a video yesterday on this MidTen tripod, and I have to say I really like this. It is a well-built product, it's affordable, and it pretty much does everything that I would want a portable miniature tripod to do. I was very impressed with it. But in my review, I talked about there was one thing about it that I did not like. I didn't like the fact that these legs do not come out far enough, and I felt like when you're shooting especially more powerful rifles that this wasn't as stable of a platform as it possibly could be. Now, after releasing that video, there were a couple of people that were quite mean to me. Now, that normally doesn't bother me, but they called me names, and usually if you call me a name, I go ahead and ban you from the channel. But they said that I shouldn't be doing reviews if I'm not going to read the instructions. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I actually did read the instructions, but I missed this feature, and I have no problem admitting when I am wrong. So I'm going to correct that right now. You will notice that there is a little ring here around the base, and if you adjust this ring and turn it in one direction when the legs are closed, you actually can open these legs up a little bit further, and thus making this a much more stable platform. I missed that, and that's one of the reasons why I like to do these reviews from the perspective of an average gun guy. It's not clearly marked. It's not something that is very obvious on this. And so that, I think, is the only issue. But now that these legs can come out a lot further, I have to amend my thoughts on this MidTen tripod. Honestly, it gets a 5 out of 5 star review, as I said, if these legs could come out a little bit further. I'm very impressed with this, and I'm very sorry that I missed this feature of this. I'm going to keep the original video up, but I'm also going to link to this video in the comment section. So if you caught yesterday's video and you realize that I missed this, well, understand that I'm sorry, and I don't always get everything right. I review so many firearms and so many products, I am bound to get something wrong from time to time. I just do this as a hobby. But now let's talk about how to properly consume firearms content. I have no problem if I make a mistake and people point it out, especially if they're very nice. Hey Jason, you forgot to talk about this feature of the rifle. Well, yeah, I did. And sometimes I think they're worthy of corrections, or I'll go back and re-edit and upload the video. And I really appreciate it, because often I learn from you as much as I hope you learn from me. But I'm going to miss things from time to time because I'm a human being. I run a very small YouTube channel, and the reviews on this MidTen are overall pretty good, but on my channel, I only got a few hundred reviews on the first day. It's not that big of a deal. But people felt the need and the desire to belittle me, and I'm really wondering why that is. Okay, I made a mistake. Thank you for pointing out that mistake, and I hope that I corrected it here. However, why do you have to be mean to other people? I didn't lose any sleep over it. It just makes me very sad for a number of reasons, because I feel like every one of us that's in the Second Amendment community are ambassadors for the Second Amendment. And it's really important that we represent our community and each other in the best light possible. And when you go online and you're just spiteful and you're just hateful, well, what does that say about you? And what does that say about the gun community in general? If you just go online and you're just mean to other gun owners, well, I really do question your ability to safely handle firearms. Do you have the right mental aptitude and the right emotional base to be able to handle firearms effectively and safely? I sure hope so. When I watch a video and I see other people make a mistake or leave something out, I might just leave a kind comment and just add it to the comments and go, hey, this is a fantastic review. Thank you for making this. However, I do think you got this wrong. You can do that without calling me a name or somebody else a name. I really find that it is a struggle for a lot of people just to be a good person. As I have gotten older, and I don't know if you know this or not, but I am a teacher for a living. One of the things that I do is I try to help children become good people. It's not my job necessarily to teach them music, which is what I do. It's my job to turn them into good people, good citizens, people that respect others and that are kind. It not only helps themselves, but it helps the community as a whole. If we're all just good people, the world would be a better place. And I know that kind of sounds like a little bit of a bumper sticker slogan. But I'm asking you, as you consume firearms content and you watch some review maybe on a product or a firearm that you know and love, and somebody leaves a feature out or gets something wrong, it's perfectly fine to correct them, give them the information, but do it in a kind way. And don't make the firearms community look like a bunch of mean-spirited people that just hate each other, because we have to all be in this together in order for us to preserve our rights. So, to conclude, I made a mistake on this MidTen tripod. It gets a 5 out of 5 star review, and I showed you the feature that corrects the issue that I had with it. And I fully admit that I make mistakes from time to time. But I'm also asking you that if you're only here on my channel just to be mean, I'm asking you once again to self-reflect and go, why am I here? What is the purpose of that? Let's all collectively come together, be great ambassadors for the Second Amendment, and in general, just be good people. So, as always, thanks for watching.